Hi everyone! This is Ace Lara again of Ninja Made PH. So, I thought of doing this video because I've seen so many reports about how you can protect yourself when you're going out or doing an errand, especially when you're doing grocery shopping. So, I will run you through how I do it myself so that you will have an idea how you can protect yourself properly. Let's go! First of all, you don't leave your house without wearing a mask. This is the most important thing, okay? And for me, I also wear an eye gear to protect my eyes because sometimes unconsciously my hands are very quick to touch my eyes. So, like especially when it felt itchy or something. So, if I'm wearing an eyeglass, then I remind myself not to touch it. Before I leave, I make sure I have all of this with me. This one is my D125 spray, and then my Sanicare where I put my Virax so that I can wipe my arms. And then this one I put my disinfecting wipes in a Ziploc bag so that I can use it later. Okay, I'll show you. Now before I drive off, I sanitize my steering wheels and my gear. So that after I do the grocery shopping, I can disinfect it directly. I just use a wipes to sanitize it, like so. Make sure to keep your distance. I just arrived here and there's a long queue. But usually I go to my grocery errands around like late in the afternoon, just before they close, so that there's not a lot of people doing grocery. We are going to get the car. I am going to use my disinfecting wipes. Although I know that they have disinfected it, but I want to show you how you can use it. Okay. So I'm just going to wipe off the handles, including the corners. And then I'm going to keep this because I will use this later. Now, on regular shopping days, I don't really bring my phone, but because I'm going to video this whole thing, so I brought my phone with me. But it's best if you don't bring your phone when you're shopping. So remember I told you to keep, I will keep my disinfecting wipes. I'd use it to grab the grocery items that I want to take before I put it in my car. Okay, because I cannot contaminate the food that I'm buying, but I still don't want to touch the food. Anyway, this is just added OCness from me because even if there's no coronavirus, this is how I do my grocery shopping. You want to maximize your grocery shopping so that you don't frequent going out for grocery runs. And then another thing that I noticed when you're in the supermarket, people tend to like be closer to each other. So if you can at least try to distance yourself, practice social distancing. So I still have my wipes, which I put in my Ziploc bag. That's why I always put 3. Then before I put my card in my wallet, I just wipe it off. You want to wipe it off properly. And then I put my disinfecting wipes because I'll be using it later when I go to the car. So before I leave the store, I make sure I wash my hands. So I also put a liner before I put my groceries so that the bacteria or dirt doesn't get into my car. And then before going home, before I ride my car, I just spray the sole of my shoes with my D125 or any disinfectant that you have. So I will just spray the car mats, okay, and make it really wet so that the disinfectant will have its dwell time. Okay, so this one also, and then this one, wherever I stepped. We will spray our tires. Actually, the village already sprayed our tires earlier, but so just for added. And then I'll spray the gates. Do my foot back. So we have this. What we put here is just chlorine. So and then I will wear my outside slippers. Here. I'll just let it sit for a while so the disinfectant will stick to its sole. And then just to cover the dwell time, I'll put it like this. We have this disinfectants and alcohol and sanitizers here in our designated unloading area. So this is our unloading area. Then I like to put all the grocery items on the floor first before I put it on the table. So I get a fresh set of wipes, okay. And then I'd get the D125. So then I pick up all the groceries and wipe it off. And make sure it's wet with the disinfectant. For the disinfectant to be effective. So make sure that you are wiping only those sealed items. Okay. So even the cartons. Remember, this is a D125, MD125 disinfectant wipes. So this is not really harmful, so I can use it for the foot pads. You can also use your liquid disinfectant and spray it on your cloth. Make sure that your disinfectant is okay to use for food packaging, okay? Or another option is to just rinse this if you have a sink on your designated unloading area. Just rinse it with water. And then I'd hand this over to my kids inside. I'd wash my hands first before handing it over. Before I go inside, I'll properly dispose of my mask. Okay, usually we wear washable masks, but when I'm doing groceries, because the tendency is to be exposed more on like other maybe PUIs or PUMs, I'm not sure, but I prefer using surgical masks because this is waterproof. Okay, so you just slip your fingers here, take it off, and then you want to make sure you fold it that way because the blue part is the ones that's exposed, and then I roll it. We have a designated trash bin for those that for the ones that, for the disposals from outside. Then I'll wash my hands. You already know how to do this. Then I put the clothes that I wore directly to the laundry room and wash it to set it to the steam cycle so it will get this sterilized. Or another option is that you put a designated laundry bin specifically for those clothes that you wore outside so that you can wash it properly. I hope you learned something new today. Bye, Masters!